So I hate to tell you this, but crypto has become a scam. More than 2 months ago, I entered this challenge with my best friend where we each took $1,000 and tried to 10x our investments by picking altcoins. And check this out. And since it is objectively impossible that anything in my investment strategy might have been wrong, I am declaring crypto a scam. Of course I am kidding. These results are dire, but there is an explanation for all of this. Mainly that the market has decided to take a giant dump on all of us. Excuse my language, but that doesn't mean that I can still make some good money with these coins. So in this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what happened, why I lost so much money, and how I intend to make it all back. This challenge is far from over, so let's get going. Okay, so let's assess the damage. So we invested in Engine. I actually ended up picking up some more throughout the challenge. The big news here is that I picked up some Dogecoin literally on the night of SNL. And I think I bought it literally at its all-time high. And that brings me to the first big lesson, which is don't buy the news. This is something that you'll hear a lot, but it's something that really rings true in this sense because at the end of the day, this is a lesson that I learned, which is not to get too excited by these sort of singular events that are happening, at least if you hear about them as late as I did, because really the effects of SNL were felt weeks prior to Elon Musk's actual appearance. And of course, on the night, the price of Dogecoin plummeted. I added a bit of ARK to my portfolio. Everything else I left pretty much untouched. One thing that I did do was I sold some Avalanche at a profit. So I had staked some Avalanche in my previous video, and that actually worked out quite well. It gave me a nice little bit of interest. The price didn't take too much a hit during that time, and I was actually able to sell AVAX at a bit of a profit, which I converted into Bitcoin and sent to my BlockFi. I picked up some OGN, which was a terrible idea. I also pretty much bought that at an all-time high, which was a recommendation of some YouTube channel, and that then ended up taking a dip. So overall, pretty much the same thing happened to all of those coins, which is that I bought them during a rally. The rally only kept going for a tiny bit more, and then afterwards the overall market took a dip, and now all of my investments are down. So looking at this, what does it mean? I think the foundation of my theory were sound and continue to be sound. If you diversify across a bunch of low cap altcoins, then the chances of one of them 10xing goes up. Meanwhile, your risks are hedged and your downside is relatively small. But this evidently only works when the market is going up. The reason for that is that crypto markets across coins still very much move in tandem. Of course, the same is true in stocks where you can see downturns happen across the entire market, but it's not as pronounced as in crypto. In stocks, you usually see some industries go down, for example, transportation, while other industries are going up, such as tech. Very rarely do we see sections of the crypto markets take a dip while other coins are going up. So for this challenge means that if the entire market takes a dip, there is no way to win in the short run, even with this diversified strategy. So is crypto dead? In my books, the answer is no. Crypto is still a great long-term investment. Remember that the market cap of crypto overall is still tiny. So even though it seems like the glory days of 100x returns are over, remember that all of us are still incredibly early to this market. As someone who has been in crypto since 2017, I can tell you that the feeling of being late never goes away. Back then, we looked at the people who invested in 2012 and thought they were early and we are late. Today, people look at those who invested in 2019 and think they were early and today we're late. When in reality, we are all incredibly early to this. The key is to catch a bull run early, and this brings us to what I think went wrong with this challenge. In this current downturn, this strategy definitely did not work, which is why it's important to not only be okay with losing your investment in case some of these companies go bust, but also to simply have to hold some of those coins for longer. Which luckily I am, because I believe in crypto across the board, which is why I'm comfortable holding these coins, and I believe that they will go up again in the future. Remember that you've only lost money once you sell. So if you're able and comfortable holding coins for longer, you don't necessarily incur a loss. So I intend to make my money back simply by holding these coins for longer. I won't be hodling them. I do intend to sell the coins once I'm in profit territory. At the very least, if a coin doubles, I will sell half of my assets so that I'm playing with house money. And I know that might seem boring to some of you who are thinking, why isn't he analyzing more? Why isn't he optimizing his portfolio and trading coins every day to maximize profits? And the reason for that, and also the main takeaway of this video, is that ever since I started investing in crypto in 2017, I have not once Beat the market by day trading during a bull run. All of the gains I have made in crypto to this day have been by buying and holding popular high cap coins with a small basket of low cap altcoins. And every time I have tried to time or adjust my portfolio strategically to beat the market, I have lost money. So I think the best strategy to make money in crypto remains to buy a diversified portfolio of high cap coins with a small basket of altcoins held passively and only taking out a little bit of money here and there as you need or see fit, and that strategy will carry you through any bear market. The other reason why I try to limit my trades is fees. Don't ignore the effect of fees on those trades, which on some networks can be brutal. TechLead recently made a video reminding us that the real winners in all of this are always the platforms that are taking fees from us, no matter whether the markets are going up or down. And that's a good reminder to be less emotional with your trades, and that way you're going to be less emotional and reactive as an investor, and you will put yourself on the slow but steady path to financial success. So that's how I intend to make my money back in this challenge. And in the meantime, outside of this challenge, I'm protecting myself against this current downturn to increase my fiat cash balance ahead of a potential bear market, which I'm looking to reinvest at lower prices. And I've also taken some of my gains in altcoins and converted them into Bitcoin, which I'm holding in my BlockFi wallet so I can earn interest on that balance while I wait for prices to rise again. If you haven't heard about BlockFi, check out the link in the description below. They're an awesome service that lets you earn interest on your crypto balances. And if you sign up and deposit more than $100 using my link below, they'll give you up to $250 of free Bitcoin on top of whatever you're depositing. And with all that being said, I hope your portfolio is still doing well during these trying times of ups and downs. I look forward on checking in on this challenge again in the near future, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care, and I'll see you real soon. Cheers.